Time for another emulation test on the RG35XX. Last video was all about PlayStation Portable emulation and configuration. If you want to check that video out, links in the description. This time it will be about the Sega Dreamcast. There's a bunch of games that we'll be trying out on the stock and the Batocera version 40 custom firmware. So let's get right into it. Before that, what's going on, guys? Dr. Groot 7 signing in. Alright, a few things. Do not fool around with the settings. The default settings are the way to go while you're on the StockOS or modified StockOS. For Batocera, you can enable auto frame skipping. That will improve performance on certain games. So let's start off with the basics. While you're on Batocera custom firmware, press the start button, head over to game settings, per system advanced configuration, Dreamcast, and set the emulator to auto. For some, it might not work when it's set to auto. If you face any issues, the game closes and you're taken back to the main menu, you can set it to Liberto Flycast as the emulator. Another thing is that CHD format ROMs are the preferred way to go. So that's another bit of information for Dreamcast ROMs, both for the stock and the Batocera custom firmware. Alright, let's start off with Sonic Adventure 2. There's a mild bit of stuttering that you can experience while you're on the Batocera custom firmware. I don't know if this is a me thing, but I have noticed that when I try to close the game through RetroArch, my system freezes. So that's why an alternative way would be to press and hold the F button and the start button simultaneously. That would close the game and bring you back into the main menu. If you're going to face similar issues, then try to close the game like this. Sonic Adventure on the stock firmware. Now if you notice the difference, as you can see, the game is running at a whopping 60 FPS and no stuttering or anything. Now this is flawless gameplay. Oh, another thing, there's rumble function on the RG35XX. You're gonna get more immersion. It's literally seamless experience. Now I've heard people saying great things about the Koriki version of Batocera. I've tried that as well, but for some reason I just didn't get the same kind of experience for whatever reason. Maybe I'm gonna try it out again, but for now I would highly recommend sticking to the stock firmware, and I really do not need to explain why. You're getting a live example. And I just fell. Also, no freezing or hanging. Jet Grind Radio literally runs the same on both the firmwares, so it's really up to you if you want to play it on Batocera or would prefer to play it on the stock. Yeah, there are some texture pop-ups here and there. That happened on the Batocera as well. It's nothing to really care or worry about. Unlike Sonic, I'm not experiencing any kind of stuttering issue, sound stuttering or anything on during the cinematic screen. Let's see how it is in game. Game is running pretty awesome. I just want to demonstrate what exactly happens when I try to close it through the RetroArch menu, quick menu. So if you want to bring up the quick menu, press the F button along with the B button and close content. There you go. My screen just froze. This is one of the things that I've been facing. Next we have Spawn in the Demon's Hand, running on stock firmware. Game is running pretty awesome. I'm also getting fried and flamed. My StockOS is updated and modified. If you want to do the same, you can do so by visiting the link in the description. Let's try out the same game on Batocera. So if you notice, we're getting a slight stuttering when it comes to the sound as compared to the stock firmware. Now there is a way to fix this. Just press the function button and the B button simultaneously to bring up the quick menu. Head over to core options, head over to performance, set the auto frame skip to normal with frame skipping set to 1. Now note that you're gonna have to do this every time you're going to start the game or any game, so there's that. There you go. Now you can notice that the gameplay has improved significantly. Still there is a slight bit of stuttering, but it did improve quite a lot. Let's see how House of Dead 2 performs on Batocera.
We're meeting G over there. Please be safe, G. How could anyone do this?
Now I can notice, as compared to the stock OS, there is a slight bit of sound stuttering that's going on. Let's try to fix that by going into core options, performance, frame skipping set to 1. Let's see if that's going to fix the issue. Much better.
Harry and Yie are coming to back us up. Hurry! I don't want to die. My God.
Don't come! Don't come!
Oops, I just killed the woman. What can I do? With the frame skip set to 1, there is a significant improvement in terms of performance.
Please be safe, G.
Game is running at a whopping 40 FPS. No sound stuttering, no graphical glitches. Everything's running great. Now it just upped to 60 FPS almost. Now we have Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Almost all these games runs without any kind of issues, which is very impressive. We have tested out quite a lot of games, and there is plenty more. If I want to cover all of them, that's gonna take a whole lot of time. I don't want to take up that much of time, but I can assure you almost all of these games except Evil Dead runs quite awesome. Evil Dead has some graphical and texture issues despite of the game running at full speed. Game is running pretty smoothly. Little bit of stuttering here and there, which was not there on the stock OS. It's nothing too concerning. Silent Scope seems to be running pretty awesome. No sound stuttering during cinematics as well. Let's try out Silent Scope. Now this is one of those games that came in with the system. Sonic Adventure 2, Spawn, all these games I've added them separately. With that being said, just want to point out Dreamcast emulation on this handheld is very impressive. Right on the crotch. It's gonna take a little bit of getting used to. On the shoulders. Silent Scope is an awesome game, running at a whopping 30 FPS constant. Let's try to bring up the quick menu, performance through core options, and set the frame skipping to 1 and see if we can fix the mild stuttering. Yep, it did improve. It runs pretty well. Let's see how Virtual Tennis performs through the modified StockOS. Game seems to be running pretty awesome. God damn it. Okay, so as you can see that the gameplay performance on the StockOS, the modified StockOS, is quite flawless, even though the performance on Batocera was not too bad. But still, when it comes to the comparison, that's basically what I wanted to show you guys and why I prefer the StockOS when it comes to a complete emulation experience. So yeah, that's basically it in terms of the comparison. For Evil Dead, this is basically what I'm facing both on the modified StockOS and the Batocera. So this is basically what's happening. You can see that there is a texture glitch on both the firmwares. Don't be fooled, it's not fixed. So I don't have a fix for this. I really didn't even tweak around with the settings, given that the majority of the games run pretty well with the current settings, and I really didn't want to mess up the settings. So we have made the comparison between modified StockOS and the Batocera version 40, which is the latest. Now there is also the Koriki version of Batocera, which everyone says it's the best. I did try that out as well. Didn't make too much of a difference, well, at least for me. I'm gonna try that out again, but this is Batocera version 40. Okay, so time to wrap the video up. I've made the comparison. Now it's totally up to you and for you to decide which firmware would you prefer. Mention your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure to drop in a like and subscribe. So there is also one more emulation test that I want to do. I've received a couple of requests on my PlayStation Portable emulation and configuration video. Stay tuned for that one. If you want my personal opinion, obviously I would prefer the StockOS. Just stick to the basics. It doesn't have that much of a charm when it comes to the aesthetics. However, in terms of functionality and experience, you're going to get a complete emulation experience. Just modify it a little bit by updating it, and the rest is already demonstrated. My job is to keep you guys informed and updated. I guess my work here is done, and yeah, I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Dr. Brute 7 signing off. Peace.